Hey guys, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to go over my first impressions of Nita. She is one of the first brawlers that I originally maxed out in Brawl Stars. Now, mind you, I don't actually play Nita that well. I do have her at 800, but I just don't know why. 800 is actually kind of high for me compared to my other brawlers. She's one of the brawlers that I'm good at, but recently I haven't really played her that much because originally I got her because, oh, she's like pet build, one of the rare starter brawlers that everyone gets, and it's a pet build. I love it. I love summoning a pet, but over the time I kind of played it a lot and kind of became generic where just like, just summon a bear and then goes does his own thing. Like I haven't actually understood the dynamic side of Nita, so I'm trying to get better with her, like actually improve her, not just like say, oh, no, random pet, but they're like with Tara and Eve, those are new pet build brawlers that I'm not very good at, but I'm having a blast playing because it's kind of new. I just love pet builds. Hopefully I get to be known as the pet build specialist in the Brawl Stars community. Hopefully that'll be amazing. I'm not there yet, but I'm gonna work towards it because I just love pet builds. It's kind of my thing. So that is what I'm working towards. Now I do have the Ruisho Nita skin. I think this might have been the skin during the Kenji event. I'm not sure, but I do have her. But I might give it a try. Yeah, I think she's one of the new skins because kind of looks pretty interesting with the unicorn, things like that. That kind of like it's like a newer skin. And the bear looks menacing. So guys, look, I will show you guys what my build is. The game that I'm going to show you, I have been playing with the Grand Slam, the bear paws, but I just can't play that. I like the full fur better because right now I just am not good at Nita. I'm not aiming my even though Nita has a pretty wide mid-range wide area effect blaster she throws out, and it's fairly easy to hit enemies at mid-range with Nita if you actually aim properly, but I'm just so focused on dodging enemy attacks and I don't understand all the brawlers yet, so I don't know what I'm doing. So I should really go for the at least for now while I'm learning Nita, I should go for the 3-second automatic shield because like for the bear paws, you have to see where your bear is to time it well, and I just don't have the attention span to do that right now, so I'm not having that done for me that well. But with full fur, you can just say, oh, summon bear, and then give it a few seconds after the bear has got into the enemy territory and pop it off, and then the bear lasts a bit longer, which is amazing, which works really well with also the hyper bear, which just increases the bear's attack speed. Because the other one is bear with me, which is when the bear attacks hit or when your attacks his enemies, it heals each other, which is really good. However, I'm not hitting the enemies. Like half the time I'm using the bear to like just summon it and distract the enemies. I run away from the bear. So like with this, you have to have really good aim. So if you're actually a pro player, you probably want to go with bear with me because you're going to be aiming all the time, and if you can hit properly, and if you're in a matchup where the enemy brawlers or tanks or short range assassins from the enemy team are constantly in your area and you're able to hit them all the time consistently, get this, you and your bear will last longer and you'll literally be a tank within the front lines. But I'm not there yet, so I'm gonna go with the easy one, which is the bear automatic does his own thing, which is better for like defensive purposes, like more for me, I'm just learning. And like usual, I'm a nerd, so I'm a weak Care Bear nerd, so I get all the health. I get the recovery health more effectively, so I get that, and obviously I got the pet power increase. I'd say the gadget power, I just don't like the gadgets too much to get that, so I'm gonna stick with these. I'd say if you really were into it, if you go with the bear with me, where your attacks heal you and your pet each other, you might want to go with the super rare gear, which increased damage. The movement speed, I don't know. I'd say you want to go with I'll go for the health super rare gear, and then you can go for the pet power epic gear, and then if you're good at aiming and you want to go with the bear with me star power, you should probably go for the damage so that you can actually deal more damage and heal more when you're below health. Okay, so that's what I do. I do have the hyper, which is just makes the bear stronger, increase movement speed, increases health. So once again, I have the hyper bear, Nita's bear attack faster, and for 3 seconds Nita bear gets 35% extra shield damage. So it's just kind of like offhand load. That's kind of the why I like playing pet builds to begin with, I guess. I'm not a very good Brawl Star player yet. So that's what I'm doing. So let's look at what Nita actually does for people to know. Like, so her main attack damage is not 2,000 damage or 1920. Range normal, so mid range, and reload speed pretty decent. The thing about it is it has a decent area effect. It's not super long range. It's not super fast. It's kind of on the slower. The missile speed is kind of slower, so you have to like predict where enemies are going. But it does have a decent area of effect. Like it's pretty wide, so you're able to, if you aim properly, you should be able to hit and summon yourself and sustain yourself. Okay. Now, Nita summons the spirit of Big Baby Bear to hunt down her enemies. Now, once again, the bear's movement speed is very, very slow. So you have to actually aim the bear in the area effect. You have to really strategically throw the bear at the proper areas, right? If you're going to use the stun gadget, then you have to throw it within the enemy lines and stun it immediately, or have to know where the enemy is going to go and use the stun properly. If you're using a shield gadget, then it doesn't really matter. Just pop the shield off when it's decently in the enemy territory. If you're using the 60% damage, that's really good for heist. Nita is pretty decent heist. It's like kind of like Jessie, where you have a pet that just does continuous damage. So if you can get your 60% increased attack speed bear into the heist vault, it's insane damage. Okay, now can you do it? It's pretty hard. So you're gonna have to work your way up, because Nita has short range. She doesn't have very good maneuverability. So Nita is actually better for defense if you take a look at it heist properly. But if you are able to get your Nita or Jessie into the enemy territory, into the vault area, they are one of the highest damage dealers because of their sustained pet damage output. Okay, so DPS, they're very high DPS if they're for one-on-one target stationary that just lasts forever. So Nita doesn't have a time. Nita's bear doesn't have a timer. Jessie's turret doesn't have a timer. So these things are going to sustain huge amounts of damage and give you a lot of, wins in the heist game. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Okay, so Nita summons the spirit bear, and so that's how that works. I'll give you a brief gameplay that I did with Nita. Now there's also the Brawl 2v2, which is pretty interesting, so give it a try. But I was playing a gem grab. I think it was a ranked match. Now I'm not very good at Nita. Please be nice to me. This is not my best gameplay at all. I'm just learning the game slowly by slowly. So the thing about Nita is I'm not very good at her. So I would say and I hadn't played her in a while recently. That's why this is the first impression video. I'm not good enough to give you guys the proper guide on it. So hopefully you guys understand. What you need to do is you have to focus on showing that Nita can dish out damage. So Nita is if you can hit two or more of her attacks, she has really high DPS, and her attacks, as you can see, have pretty wide range. So they attack pretty widely. They're easy to hit if you aim properly. They can easily see. I burst him down. Nita has pretty high damage. Nita is not a low DPS character. She's kind of middle of everything. A little bit high DPS with a slower missile speed. So if the enemy gets in contact with her, sure, she's not gonna burst you down like Spike or Chester, but she does have pretty good damage DPS. So if you're on the enemy team, from playing ranged carries and assassins, I actually don't like going near Nita so much, because Nita has very high damage output, and Nita's not an easy target to burst down. Nita's all around kind of jack of all trades character. Nita kind of does everything a little bit, so take it with a grain of salt. She's not the best, she's not the worst, but she has she's better at some things, not good at some other things. So you gotta try to figure it out, see what's good for her. I do have the nice Nita skin because I thought it might look really cute, the new skin. By the way, Supercell's coming up with amazing new skin, so please do support him. I don't buy skins right now because I just need more coins and points at this point. I just need to upgrade my brawler so many times. I need another 200,000 coins at this point to get all the brawlers maxed out and stuff. So I am working on that. But look, here's the thing: Nita, not the strongest character, not the weakest character. Here we end the game pretty quickly, but she's not exactly frontline material, but she's kind of like frontline support. If you have a tank, Nita's right behind the tank, or she's very good at. If she can team up with the back end, damage DPS, damage deals long range DPS, she can actually kind of protect the other backline heroes, brawlers at the same time. But you have to really work together. To play Nita, you can't actually go solo around because Nita has pretty good DPS. So in showdown, if you want to kind of reach out a little bit and bully the other brawlers and kind of do map control, right? Then you can do that. So Nita is a well-rounded character. She's not particularly good at anything. She's not particularly bad at anything. You just have to figure it out. She's a mid-tier character that a lot of beginners are able to play. She's a very beginner-friendly brawler. She doesn't do anything too hardcore. The mechanics are fairly easy to understand. So should you max Nita? Yes, she is very powerful. I do have Hyper, and I am learning how to play her better and better. I'm not good at her yet, okay? So I have a long way to go before I can give you guys a guide on how to do her well. But anyways, that's my understanding of Nita. She's just a well-balanced brawler. Should you max her? Absolutely. She has many use cases. She's pretty good at showdown. She's pretty good at heist, brawl balls, some of the close maps where you need to be in close contact. While like maneuvering in and out, which is pretty good. So nothing too particular, not that hard to understand. So I hope that gives you understanding our first impression of what Nita is like. Once again, if you want to give your opinions and advice or wisdom on how to improve my Nita gameplay, please leave it down in the comment section below. I do have a Discord if you'd like to join and just chat with me once in a while. I'm okay with that as well. I hope you guys have a good day. I'm really trying to be a very good Brawl Star YouTuber. I'm doing everything I can to learn this game and present it to you guys the way that you want to hear about this game. And I really love Supercell, amazing company. I actually quit my other video games just to focus on Brawl Stars because I didn't have energy to do multiple games. This game was just draining me so much. So I'm doing everything I can to give you guys good content. I hope you guys don't mind. I hope you guys have a blessed day. I hope you guys have a really amazing day. Have a good time playing Brawl Stars. Signing out, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace, guys. Bye.